Welcome everybody to episode 75 of Copi Cafe. My name is Rob Greig. I'm the co-CEO of Cornucopias, and here with me today is Josh Jones, the other co-CEO of Cornucopias. Now, for those of you that don't know Cornucopias, we are a cutting-edge MMO RPG set in a world where humanity has ascended from the Earth's surface and created a breathtaking new world in the sky. This fantastical realm is a system of floating islands carved from the land we once called home, now encased in radically advanced dome-shaped structures suspended high above the clouds. Each one is a futuristic marvel with its own unique environment, identity, and thriving communities, and it's within these domes that the epic journey begins. Here, the players, that's you, take control of your own personal avatar, which gives you the freedom to choose your destiny. Be immersed in vast landscapes, explore vibrant settlements, and engage in a myriad of activities such as crafting, commerce, combat racing, and more. Welcome to a world where the sky is no longer the limit. I got put off a little bit there.
Who am I?
Well, I mean, there's a little dog above my shoulder. I would imagine. Have we gone into partnership with Husky?
No, this is a little swag. I like Husky. They're a good project. He's a good guy. The people behind Husky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this at CNFT Con. It was actually a gift from my wife. I thought she would find it rather fun.
A little bit of Vegas swag. CNFT Con? Or
NFT sorry, LV? NFT LV.
Uh-huh.
The acronyms are killing me.
I got the little doggy there. There he is.
Hey, there's a little buddy.
Okay, so on today's show, we're going to talk a little bit about the nodes. We're going to talk about VPSs, whatever that means. We're going to talk about a survey, a dev update, the monthly update, and some questions, community questions, and then we might have a little bit of a leak. But before we do all that, Josh, today, Happy New Year. What are you drinking?
Yeah, man. Happy New Year. 2024. I have a very special cocktail today that does not have any alcoholic implications. It's a mix of coffee, water, creamer, and ice. It's rather tasty.
Nice. Very nice cocktail. Does it have any tails in it?
No tails.
Not asking the alternative.
Please don't.
I have a Ribena.
Thank you for not asking the alternative. Hey, we do have fun on this show, but I want to let you guys know, obviously, the reason for the show is we are building always, and we're building a game, and it is about entertainment, so we're going to have some fun, but also, as you'll see in the dev update later, we are boots to the ground and working hard and have been all throughout the bear cycle. So anyway, just wanted to throw that in there. That was a funny joke, Rob.
Yeah.
Please continue. Just
before on around Christmas, we started doing our node sales, which we expected to last, up to 6 months. And, that has been going well. The sale is happening on Cardano, and in the future will be happening on Ethereum. We've opened it up in a number of tiers. Those tiers go up slightly in value, $15 every one. And we're currently, at the time of recording, which is Thursday, the 4th of January, we're on tier 4. How is tier 4 doing? You know what? I'm going to have a
tier 4 is doing well. It's about, I think there's about 325 left, something like that. So, if you're watching this and you haven't grabbed a node yet, go over to the Discord, ask where to get involved, how to get involved, or you can go to the website and just click on the marketplace link. It should be easy. And it's going very, very well. I think we should mention the ETH side of the sale. We're finalizing some tech to enable us to really go cross chain. So we're going through the last details there and going to start testing for that very soon. And then we'll go ahead and launch on the ETH side as well.
Yeah, I mean, no, for those of you that don't know what nodes are, there's various types of nodes, and this particular sale is for what we're calling the Copi file node. So as our game downloads, currently downloads from a central location from AWS, but instead of just paying Amazon more money, what we want to do is offer users, players, gamers like yourselves, the chance to actually host some of our critical infrastructure. So you can buy a license for a node, run that on Windows. In the future, they'll be on Mac and on Linux. So have your machine running, and it'll feed a tiny part of the game down to the players when they're downloading them. So when a player wants to download the game, instead of downloading from Amazon, it'll reach out to all the available nodes and it'll pull back, connect to maybe 6 to 20 different user hosted nodes, and then come down in little chunks securely and do it that way. So I mean, I think it's a great opportunity, for the community to help us support our core game architecture and to help us start our journey into decentralization, which is, I think, completely unique in the gaming industry.
Yeah, I like it. I love it. Completely agree. And the tech dev, what you've done so far is phenomenal.
Yep.
We're looking to get that into serious development very soon here, and hopefully deliver on it sooner rather than later. But the date was July 1st, I think,
Yep.
and that's our target date to beat if we can.
So yes, I mean, so there's been a lot of actually progress on that node over the Christmas and New Year period. So even though that was an early prototype, that's still been continued to develop. We will be looking for another developer to take that on and convert or rewrite that for Linux and Mac in the future. But that will happen over the next 6 months now that the node sale has gone well. So we'll be looking for that dedicated developer, and I think that person will then come on and also help with the current launcher as well, because they're both connected. So more hats allows us to develop and specialize in different areas, which is great. But the nodes themselves, like I say, as a player or as an owner of an operator of a node, you'll be able to run that on your own PC. So you can run that on your gaming PC or your normal PC that you're running. You don't have to play the game. You can just be a node operator. But we've also seen in the comments that there's been a lot of interest in a VPS, which is a virtual private server. Some comments about maybe there's potential for us to run VPSs as well for those that are not technically minded. So we have been looking seriously into that, and we may create a VCS, which is a virtual corn server, a couple of those. And the way we're thinking of doing this is introducing what's called a Copi file node pool. So that pool will then be associated with an IP address or an individual VPS, and people will then be able to delegate their node, because the node ownership will be non-custodial. So you'll be able to keep your node license within your wallet. You'll be able to delegate your node to the VCS, and we will run it for you. We will make sure it's distributed, make sure it runs 24 hours. And we're looking at guaranteeing also the uptime of that. So for some reason, should that go down, because software does fail now and again, I think because we're running it on our infrastructure, we will guarantee that will have an uptime of 24 hours, even if it goes down. So in terms of the rewards, you'll have maximum
So
uptime.
and that, just to be certain, this is all a work in progress. Any of this could change. However, this is what we're investigating. And the idea there is that to summarize, you guys that don't want to utilize your computer in that way, if you own a Node NFT, you would be able to basically pay a certain fee to get someone to operate the node for you. Someone being us. So there would be a fee involved in that. We don't know what that would be, but basically you would not be operating the node yourself if you're not technically inclined or you don't have the time to mess with it. This is one way you would still be able to own a node and participate in the infrastructure. Is that
Yeah,
correct, Rob?
we'd be really interested in, what people's thoughts are on running their own nodes, or running a VPS, or indeed having looking at using a corn server.
A
So
VCS or a VPS?
so it's called a VPS because it's a virtual private server,
Yes, yes.
but we will probably brand ours as a virtual corn server.
Okay. Just making
And
sure we're clear on our terminology here.
yeah, I mean,
All
I'm
right.
just making this up, obviously, because these are just our thoughts. So we'll be sending a survey out, and depending on the results and feedback we get from that, we'll let you know whether we are going to go forward with that proposition or not. But it'd be good to know your feedback, what people are thinking.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep. We also have another survey that we're going to push out, and that's for everybody that's been testing so far. I know new people have been joining over the last few weeks, just to give general feedback of what they think of CALIDO Valley, the racing game, and Rumble Ball, all of those as well. We sent one out a few months ago, and that was really, really useful. So we'll send out something similar. It'll change a little bit, but yeah, that'd be great. So, moving along then, it is the first week of January. We just had an entire year of delivery, the year of the corn. And I think we are announcing that this year is going to be the new year of delivery and the new year of the corn.
Yeah.
So
Still the year of the corn. The year of the corn.
definitely the year of the
Yeah.
corn. And what we thought we would do is Matt produced a nice update of some of the things that we achieved last year. No, sorry, Matt did an update of some of the things that we're working on, and what we are going to work on in the future. So we were gonna talk about. Should we talk about that, or are we going to talk about what we've achieved this year? Which angle did we say we were going to go for?
Well, I think you did a nice summary tweet on what we achieved last year. If anybody haven't seen that, go check it out.
Yep.
But we could talk through that a little bit if you'd like.
Sure. We can do the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future if we like. Let me bring up the post.
I think you should just read it,
Yep.
basically.
Okay.
That way we, save some time.
Can go very, very quickly. I mean, yeah, because my post just talked about the 10 major highlights that we achieved in the public eye. So,
The top 10.
Top 10. Then do you want some music? Do you want to count me in?
Bum, bum, bum.
I'll start at number 1 just to be weird. So,
Right.
the internal team, our team grew to 33 people. So which was an amazing. We didn't grow too much. I think at the start of the year we had around about 28. So we had some people that came and left, and some people that have obviously been the core, because we employ contractors as well. So, but internally that grew a little bit. I mean, we're in a bear market. I think our strategy is not to grow too fast, because we don't want to stretch ourselves. We don't want to put anything that
Well,
we've
that
done
is
at the
our
moment at
strategy,
risk.
definitely. That we want to
Yeah.
be nimble and fast, and the people that we bring on need to be really good at what they do.
Yeah. But we're also keen to produce the best game in a timely manner. So we are going to increase the team, maybe 10-20% this year. Again, it might be gradual, but we're definitely concentrating on I think mainly this year on artists and more programmers.
Yeah.
Which we have a lot of at the moment, but obviously we're getting to the point now where we want to start delivering functionality, and then when we get over that hurdle, then it's just content, and that's what we'll need those for. So I will speed up. I won't take ages going through this. Um, we did daily testing. Obviously, I think that started, was that August or September, and those groups now, over 10,000 NFT holders or 10,000 NFTs have the ability to come and test our game, which is over 70 graphics cards as well. That testing has been non-stop on 2 servers, 24 hours a day, one in America and one in Europe, and we will open a lot more servers this year. Um, we released 9 different builds, all around the CALIDO Valley Megadome, which was used brilliantly to test the multiplayer and the release and the control of the user permissions. CALIDO Valley has the racing resort in there.
I will just stop you real quick.
Go.
The 9 different builds is a significant point that we want to emphasize to you guys, to our community, that our cadence of work and delivery and new content is really quick. Like this shows a team that's working well together. It shows that we're organized. It shows that we can deliver and execute on a consistent basis, not just deliver on one milestone and then we don't know what happens for another 10 months kind of thing. No, we're proving delivery on a consistent basis over time. And that's an important thing, because we want you guys, if we're going to have a game that's allowing people in early access, that's so different than the paradigm of mainstream gaming where you build for 5 to 8 years and then you finally release something. The consequence to releasing something early is there's not enough content there for people to really, get into and play around and stay, So what we want to do that is make sure that we're delivering consistently, giving you something new, and it's growing and growing and growing. And along with that, involving your feedback, your community feedback. So we hear you guys and we're building together. I just wanted to emphasize that one point. Go ahead. Go
No,
back.
definitely. Have you got a new dog? I've not seen that dog before.
Yeah, that's a guest lady. I have 2 new dogs right now, watching
Cool.
dogs for my brother.
Well, so we've grown our team by 2 dogs as well. So that's great.
Yes, so 33 plus. It's
So amongst
35.
those 9 builds, we also had a separate build for Vegas and for Colorado. So so that was the mining level that was there as well. So um, we've now settled on, we're going to have a monthly release. So at the end of every month, we're aiming to have a monthly release. So there should be at least 12 releases this year. If anything goes wrong, we might put out a hot fix and maybe a special one every now and again. So yes, we had in this year's, we had the racing resort, we had the holo cache find and seek, and we've just introduced Rumble Ball. So those were 3 mini games in addition to the Megadome. The launcher obviously was at the start of this. That helped us to launch the game, reads the wallet, pushes the security and the NFTs to the game. So those 2 work in synchronization. That's been a huge release as well. In game, temporarily, there's 29 different game avatars that you can choose from, which leads on to something that we're doing in the future, which will be our own character creator. And we launched the Copi file nodes, which I've just spoken about. We gave away the Bonanza OG custom to our OG members. And we launched the Copi token on more decentralized and central exchanges. And we also went cross-platform, didn't we? Because we having launching the token on Uniswap on an Ethereum chain, EVM, now means that we are able to make those tiny steps into that world, which we will follow up with the Copi file node sale, NFT sale, and then coming up later in this quarter, I think this quarter, we will have a vehicle sale on Ethereum, which we've seen in, we saw that vehicle in the CALIDO resort.
Yes, we did.
And I think we leaked that just before Christmas, didn't we?
Yeah. In our little walkthrough of the pavilion, in the pavilion release.
And like I said, we attended a number of public events. So, that kind of brings you up to speed with what we achieved last year, what we are currently working on. Let me find that dev update as well.
I mean,
You what?
to really hit it home, last year is it's the year that we made our game playable to the public. Pre-alpha is an enormous step, and you guys are in there enjoying it and having fun. So,
Yeah.
okay, this is looking good.
Do you want to take up the mantle of what we're currently working on?
Sure. Yeah, yeah. Okay, currently being worked on Solace Sector 1. We're in final production there. It's going phenomenal. And Sector 2. Solace Sector 3 is early production. Uh, and you'll see this pattern going forward is we're going to have early production and then final production, and then there's final passes that we go through before we call it complete. And then many things are just all ongoing and continual. But yeah, Esperanza is in the works, early production. North Point Hills was the mining demo that many of you guys played in NFTLV and Rare Evo. But basically, what that is it's being moved into Solace. So all that work, we didn't lose anything. We moved it into Solace. So that's going to be underneath Solace, where you can engage in mining, and there will be mining in many of the domes as well. But that's a phenomenal gameplay element that'll be coming this year,
Yeah.
which is exciting. CALIDO Valley Megadome, that's in the works. Ongoing production, large world travel system. You know what? I don't know if it makes sense to talk through all of these. This, I think, what it does is it gives you just go to the website, check this out, or look at the update in Discord. You can find it anywhere. This gives you perspective into all the different things that we have to execute on this year. And wait, this doesn't cover this year, but that just shows the things that we're currently working on. And then there's around the corner, these are the things that we have tabled for next. And so I think one of the things that we can go into in the future is next week on Monday, I think we're meeting to discuss the next 90-day plan, because we went through our first 90-day plan and now we're going through the next one. The next one includes a lot of pretty amazing deliverables for us that should be right around April. And that's when we really want to get you guys into checking out the land and the great land grab and all of those things. But we haven't decided the deadline for those deliverables just yet. We're going to be talking through it next week, see how everything's going, and unfold the next 90-day plan. But the 90-day plan involves all of our departments. So this is a good picture of everything that's currently in the works. Well, actually, everything in the game side of things that's currently in the works. It doesn't include what we're doing on our organization with Agile. It doesn't include what we're doing on what we're working on with finance, what we're working on with marketing, and all of these other areas that we have to execute on. But it does tell you what's going on with the game and the game's direction. I think it might be good to talk. Go ahead, Rob.
These are all this year. This is what we've penciled for this year.
No, those are currently in the works, is what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's currently in the works.
Yep.
And to flesh out what we're going to be working more specifically for the next 90 days is what I was saying. We can give you guys some more transparency on that once we have that meeting next week.
Yeah.
But do we want to talk about around the corner a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, around the corner is obviously that will be picked up when our current developers are free with what their current tasks, but also what we'll be recruiting for to help us. So we've got the crafting system coming. We've got mining kits, which is more artwork and NFTs. Fortune 1 to 3. So Solace, Esperanza, and Fortune are our giant worlds. They're 8 kilometers by 8 kilometers. So there'll be 9 of those, and those will be finished by the end of this year. So we're hoping to have all those out, at least in a state where people can go around and test them. I don't think the game will be all the features will be in there, but at least production of those will be done to a really good, reasonable level. The fishing system, we saw an image of a fish that came alongside this dev update. So I know we have at least one fish, and I do
Yeah.
know the animation has been worked on.
Yeah, the animation looks great and the fish looks outstanding.
Yep.
So I I was very happy with that. David kind of took that on and had a test for one of our guys that's doing animation, and
Yep.
Sean really did an excellent job of um, broadening his skill set and putting that fish together, and then passed it back to David for refinement and things of that nature. But it looks amazing, and that's an exciting part of the game for me. I really want to nail fishing uh, well.
Yeah. Well, you only need one fish to test with. I mean, I bet you could believe it when you saw it. But yeah, like I say, fishes will be there'll be different fishes in different parts of each of the zones, and they'll be specific as well. So so Solis will definitely have different fishes that are in Esperanza and that are in Fortune. There may be some that are generic and in all of them. But yeah, when we talk about we get the systems in place, how to fish, how that goes in your inventory, how you eat, how that adds to everything, and then later on that's when it's just content. Right now we need more fish and more fish and more fish, but that comes later on down the line. um,
Yeah,
but yes, so mining kits, so we already have mines, so again that's just producing more content and getting more actions in there. The large world sector hangar, I know a few people in Discord are like, what's that? Well, actually a few months ago, I think we shared, maybe 6 to 7 months ago, we shared some early pictures of that. So if you go and look through Discord, you might see something. The racing systems, that will obviously be improved and upgraded as we're looking for the racing league, which should be launching this year. We'll make a start on the custom domes. I cannot wait to get that out, because I know that's something that there's an awful lot of interest in. That there is not a week that goes past without the Crypto Crow saying when build, when build, when build. So yeah, we've been chased about that for a long time, and yeah, obviously the team's going to be expanding as well. So those are just a few of the things that will be coming this year. I think it's going to be an absolute crazy, exciting year of the corn, but I mean year of growth and delivery as well. You thought last
yeah,
year was good.
yeah. It's gonna be a wild year. It's so different going into what appears to be a bull cycle.
Yeah,
If you look historically, that's what should be happening throughout the remainder of this year. Uh, no guarantees on anything, but when that does occur in the markets, uh, it also creates a lot of challenges.
yeah,
You have a massive increase in the number of scammers, so be careful out there, everyone, please.
yeah,
Um, I've seen videos done of other founders and things of that nature trying to do a scam. I saw one of those recently
really,
with AI. So you've got a need to really validate identity and who you're dealing with when you're dealing with or exchanging anything related to your wallets. But I guess I didn't really want to rabbit trail into that. But guys, be careful out there, please. And also, when it gets bullish, things get really noisy as well. So you got a ton of people just diving in, asking questions that may or may not relate to what's currently being worked on or spreading FUD or doing, just the noise increases and the fun increases too. So I'm just bringing up a few of the negatives, but it gets uh, it gets fun and exciting, and then it gets wild and crazy too at the same
yeah.
time.
I mean,
So,
remember, we build all our own assets, so it's taken years to get to where we are at the moment. But it's quite
well,
easy for somebody to go to a
2.5.
marketplace, grab a demo, put it there, say, "Look, we've got a massive team." So if projects just suddenly appear and start minting, and you've never heard of them before, and they look really finished and polished, be very careful.
Yeah, it's a good point. Learning what I've learned in this process so far, man, it would be really easy to do some of those things and
Yep.
make it look like you've put something incredible together. Now, the good news is, as soon as enough people get wind of it, somebody's going to start calling it out and go, "Hey, that's just a store-bought
We
asset.
hope
That's
so.
a
Yeah.
XYZ," and it'll start getting called out. But yeah, Rob makes a good point. Just be careful. Um,
I think the other thing as well to probably just to understand, and then we can move on, is you know, last year we were not just building the game and building the company. We were building techniques and processes and workflows. You know, how do we build these big worlds? How do we create the APIs? And so we spent a lot of time building Solace 1. Now that we've perfected how we want to build Solace 2, Solace 1, Solace 2 came along. So although it looks like we haven't made a start on Solace 3 or Esperanza or Fortune, those all should come pretty quickly with the new techniques and workflows that we've spent time mastering over the last year or so. So don't worry when you think, "Whoa, it's taking that long." How are they? Yeah, it's going to be a lot faster production now, and having more people will definitely help. But
yeah,
yes, we spent a lot of time on that, but let's move on anyway to questions, community questions. Let's see what you guys have got to say. Um, shall I ask you this week?
yeah, go for it.
Okay, so our first one is from 33 Hongo 33. He or she wants to know, hi all, can someone tell me more about the NFT sale that Cornucopias plans to do on Ethereum? Are they planned on selling more land NFTs on Ethereum, and how would all that work? What do you
Yeah.
think?
Okay. So for the first question, the NFT sale on Ethereum will be likely, well, it will be an ETH layer 2, and it will be a vehicle. The first vehicle will be the Valkyrie, which, as you heard earlier in this episode, you might have seen in the last episode of Copi Cafe when we did the walkthrough of and the Rumble Ball and Pavilion demo. The Valkyrie is in there. You can take a look at it there. Regarding the land NFTs, it's early to say. We have a lot to discuss there. There's a lot going on with that, and we have so much currently to deliver on with our existing land that that could be a conversation starts emerging halfway through the year, a little further along. But in terms of right now, we're boots to the ground, really trying to get those sectors completed. But yeah, there will be another land sale for sure, and it's likely that we will have that on two chains, ETH and Cardano, if not more, but most likely ETH and Cardano.
Yeah.
So
And for the Ethereum sale, that will be via our existing marketplace. So
yes,
you'll be able to pay for the NFTs in USDT. Is that the correct
yeah,
token, the
I believe
stable
so.
coin
Yeah.
with MetaMask? So you don't actually have to have an Ethereum based any other alternative wallet at the moment. That will be what I'm saying is it won't be a Cardano wallet. It will be like a
Yeah.
MetaMask,
And
and
currently
then
that's in development.
yeah,
It's very close, but the idea is that it's getting tested with the East Side node sale. So we'll see how things are going. So pretty soon we'll have multiple different sales going on the site where you can participate in with us however you want.
yeah,
Um, and over
and,
time, we build up that marketplace
and then in the
more and
future
more.
we will tell you which Ethereum layer two that those nodes are going to be on, and then
Correct.
you'll go and claim them. But they won't be the gas fees that I've seen people are throwing around. It'll be a layer two, so it should be very
Yeah.
very cheap. Okay, question two. This is from LGC Josh, so Late Games Crypto Josh. Um, in regards to the long-term future of file node infrastructure, how will this interact with mainstream gaming platforms like Steam, Epic Games, and Xbox Marketplace? And will the file node infrastructure make an impact on user experience in mainstream gaming through these platforms? That's a good question.
So for the first question, will it interact with mainstream those platforms if we ever choose to work with them? And it's a possibility. It's a conversation to have. However, we built our own launcher, but those platforms they all have their own launcher, so they would just be using their system. and it would make the nodes not needed on a platform like that.
Yeah.
Will the second part of the question, will file node infrastructure make an impact on user experience in mainstream gaming through these platforms? I mean, it's the same thing, so it won't really make an impact on user experience
Yeah,
in mainstream gaming.
not through the platforms, but
Not through those
obviously
platforms.
they should get
Yeah.
a different experience than using those.
Yeah.
And who knows in the future whether I mean, we're pioneering new technology here. Those infrastructures, you never know. They may
And the
be
name of the
different.
game, it, yeah, the important two words in that question from Josh at Late Game Crypto is if you haven't followed him yet, he makes great videos on, often covers Cornucopias. He's a really excellent content producer, one of many that cover us. But the important two words is user experience.
Mhm.
That's what this file node sale is about initially, is to improve the user experience. And previously there would be a single point of failure. That's not the case now. In many cases, this could massively speed up the game download speed. That's not a ubiquitous statement by any means, but it should improve the user experience, and that's what we are all about in many ways. Not only entertainment, but making sure that you have a simple, easy onboarding into our community. It's welcoming. You have a good game download experience. The full 5-star experience is what we're going for, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
And once the game has downloaded and is running, whether it's on those marketplaces or not, then our game executable takes over. So that then can take full advantage of whatever else we have running on these nodes. So they
Yep.
will be using them, but just not for downloading, because they have their own way. Okay, final question from Aries. Hello all, couple of questions. So I purchased the node access key a week or so ago. In the details, it says not minted. Is there something I still need to do? And then the second question is, they've got a vacation booked for late January through to mid-February. Is there a chance that the mythic land rush will happen during that time? I don't have a laptop and I cannot miss the land rush. Am I safe?
As much as I want you, as I want to have the land rush as soon as possible, I'd hate for you to miss it.
Yeah. Let's
So we're going
delay
to
it.
put that off
We'll,
until
yeah, we'll delay it so they can go on holiday.
we're going to delay that so that you're back from vacation. No, I appreciate the question, Aries. It's no, we are boots to the ground on all of the things needed to deliver on executing the land sale, but it will not occur in January or February. I said the land sale, the land rush.
The land rush. Yeah.
So that will not occur in January or February. You're safe to travel. And the first question, no, there's nothing you still need to do. If you minted it, received your payment, and there's an order queue that says the order was successful or something like that in our system. It's okay that it's not minted yet, because we're not minting until the software is ready to go, and also until the sale is sold out. So if we deliver before July 1st, it's because the software was ready and the sale sold out. If it's on July 1st, that's because either we didn't sell out, or that's when the software, no matter what, that's when we're going to deliver the NFTs.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to say, hey, we're taking your funds and locking these up for an undefined period of time, is basically what that was. And so that's why it's not yet minted.
Excellent. And I think that's our show. I haven't missed anything, have I?
The leak.
Oh, the leak. How could I forget
You've
about the
done
leak?
very well so far, and I don't think you were going to forget the leak.
No.
You're ready to go with that.
I don't have it lined up. Do you?
Oh shoot! Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Okay, so here is this week's leak.
All right, yeah, this is looking good. So
Wow.
this is a demo of not a demo. It's an image showing our inventory system in its current state. So this is a work in progress, but it gives you an idea of how you might select an outfit, what you might gear them up with, the food section, accessories section, a clothing section, and a tools section there. And then you've also got the avatar outfit and backpack to sort through. So this just gives you an idea of equipping your character for whatever, your avatar for whatever it is you may want to do.
Yeah, this is crazy. So you'll have a number of slots available on the active slots for the player, and then you'll have the items in your backpack. And I suppose it depends what type of backpack that you're carrying, how many available slots you have, and how much equipment you can hold.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting that there's a couple of guns in there as well. I think I can see the double dragon in there.
Yeah, the double
What are you going to
dragon.
need
That's
them for? Very interesting.
yeah, that is interesting. I do see some guns.
It's like 86 out of 144. I mean, don't quote us on those numbers.
Is that like a mini leak?
There's a lot.
No,
So,
no,
I
no,
mean, what?
because we've leaked the guns before. People know what's going on at some point.
Well, we've leaked the double dragon. I don't know what that rifle is.
And we do have coming the use of the Cornucopias Labs facility that is in CALIDO Valley Resort. So we need to use that resort for testing various things. PvP might be one of them. I don't know.
I do like the little bit on the right that because they've highlighted the Copi Cola, how it tells you how it adds to your health and stamina boost. So I mean that's hinting at that systems that's coming through. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good. And then on the left we've got different boots to trousers, so mix and match of outfits. Very, very interesting. There's a lot going on there.
There is. You've also got your inventory count up at the top. Outfit inventory, backpack inventory, avatar inventory, and you've got gold and XP points on there as well.
Yeah, and look at all those cigars at the front. Oh no, they're probably not cigars. It's probably
a cigar lots. Pack for your leisurely camping outing.
Excellent.
No, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. All right. I'm glad everything's moving along. We've got so many areas that we're working through, but we're delivering, and it's exciting. So it's going to be a fun year. Thank you all for joining Copi Cafe, episode 75. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Break it down like